I ain't saying pause, but
so you know what's a pause.
Yo,
That's
when I had to take that, like when I had to take a leak, right? And then we stopped off at that that pastry shop or that dessert spot, and I walked in. As soon as I walk in,
remember.
oh, you'll remember as I share the story. I walk in. You guys were in the car at the time. I walked in. You guys came in after. I walked in, and Buddy looks at me like as soon as I walk in, boom, our eyes just hit, and he licks his lips at me, and I'm like, this again. I'm like, I know I'm cute, but goddamn, like, leave me alone.
No. What do you mean he like how?
He looked at me and just like,
there's no way it was like,
yo,
come on.
I'm not over exaggerating. And back to the Southern hospitality thing, though. I know he had his good manners because I went into the washroom and came out. Then Bun walks in like, hey, you want one of these desserts? Like, you want whatever? He must have thought something right there.
Stop. Come on, man.
That was a
Don't
fact.
Do that.
Well, it happened.
Back for another week in this bitch.
Only going up this year.
Trapping out the bando. Shout out those Migos.
Only going up this year.
I gotta like stop licking my Invisalign.
I like that you have those though, and I like you could just fully say that willingly. Just don't even phase you.
Yeah, don't.
Only going up
You
this
already
year.
know SB. That type of shit don't face SB.
And if you haven't figured that out already, this guy goes by the name of SB the Student.
Yeah.
Find him on Instagram. Find him on what's that book club shit you have going on?
Goodreads. You know
What?
what? Yeah, get me on Goodreads too. Same thing. SB the Student.
What book you read now?
I got a couple on the go, to be honest with you.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah.
What's one of them?
The Psychology of Money.
How far are you in?
Like 30%. Second read. We're doing it in the book club right now. I just finished Charlemagne's Black Privilege again too.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah.
Only
It's
going
crazy.
up this year.
The amount of stuff that he actually drops in there, even on a second second read. Whoo. It's you get a lot. You know what I
Only
mean?
going up this year.
I like where this is going already, brother.
Yeah, no,
I like
I
where
know,
this
I
is
know.
going already.
Yeah, no.
But least you forget, this guy goes by Face, brother from another, day one.
Only going up this year.
Behind the scenes, we got Knots, the world famous
Naughty.
Alex Media. We're coming for you, dog.
Only going up this year.
And I guess I go by Bun.
Only going up this year.
I mean, some people have picked up on the name already, so.
Touch them all, Joe.
This guy.
So, we see this guy showing up in our 404. What's up, yo?
I had to pay homage.
The man had to
I
make
had
a
to
one
pay
move. The
homage. I
man had to
say-
make
I
a
had to
one
go
move.
salute.
Only going up this year.
You know, it was
Touch the road for a little.
that Southern hospitality is a real thing.
Yeah, yo.
Southern hospitality is a real thing. Shout out to Atlanta. Shout out to the A. Respect though, for real. For real.
Yeah, yeah. What was your favorite part?
You know what's funny? People keep asking me that, and it's just like there's nothing to pinpoint. It's a vibe. Like ATL's a vibe, and it's funny because I know we were talking, and I know I was saying like ATL really has like a West Indian vibe. Like I felt like not throughout. You can't feel it throughout, but like I couldn't help but feel like, yo man, the West Indies, this is reminiscent of the West Indies, and it's like it's that home factor. You know what I mean? It's that I know I wasn't home, but I felt comfortable. Not too comfortable because I ain't slipping, but I mean like, you know what I mean? It was a vibe. It was a vibe. The food though.
I was gonna say
the food. Woo. The food.
Yeah, man. The way the man them had me out here eating the chicken, dog.
Yo. But there's a reason though.
Yeah.
I know, man, they weren't trying to stray, dog, but if
I
you're
couldn't
gonna do it, that's the best way to do it.
I know, but yo, it wasn't pretty after the fact, man. My stomach was like really messing with me for a little bit, but
I know.
the chicken, whatever that is.
not me. It wasn't
What?
messing with me at all. I was loving that stuff.
Straight,
I might just have to go there again just for the food, like straight up.
Yeah, it's a good reason to.
Mm.
Straight.
It was that crazy. It was nice, but
If you did it,
I enjoyed it.
if it wasn't the guilty aspect of you
Alright.
straying or deviating from it, you would have been able to appreciate it a lot more. I know that's a part of it.
I bet you guys don't remember what the name of that place was.
I had the cup. The joke is, I don't. But like I was looking at the cup, like it's in my car right now too. I was
It's-
gonna bring it in, but
Don't
whatever.
even worry about it. It's a commercial spot. They have it's franchise. It's not even like it's a mom and pop. So
Yeah.
when you always
It might have started off as a mom and pop thing.
True, I guess. Yeah.
What I like that they did, the reason I think that they started off like that, I don't think it's a big thing over here though. But like they got their limited supply of whatever it is. Chicken's done.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
we're
yeah,
done.
yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah,
sold
Yeah,
out.
I know. Yeah.
Go buy this
yeah,
thing
yeah,
or that
yeah,
thing
yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
I think
Show
that's-
up.
It's like they're not even gonna try
Show
to waste
up.
your time giving you the foolishness. It's like, yo, we're done.
Yeah.
I think that's
We-
smart.
We put
Yeah.
all into that
You know what I
batch. However many batches
Yeah.
we did for the day, and we're not gonna try to stretch this and give you guys some
Yeah.
bullshit. It's done. It's over with. I'm not like, forget it.
Show
you
up.
think that's a consistent ATL thing only, or like all across the board in the U.S.? I'm surprised that we don't
Nah.
do that more here.
Nah, probably in other states, but it's not across the board in the U.S.
Yeah, I don't think so
Other people
either.
certain establishments are trying to eat
Yes, it's a
And
smart
eat as
business
much
model.
as they-
Though.
whatever
You know,
works for you.
You cook good enough.
Know your
You know
demographic.
that your food's good.
Yeah.
If you want it, come get it. The lineup's there. The sales are there. I'm done. Cool.
Yeah.
Come tomorrow.
Yo, and their lineup was definitely a
Yeah.
fucking lineup.
You know what I mean?
Only going
Excuse
up
my
this year.
French,
Yeah.
but damn, yo,
Yeah.
a couple 1-2 times I had to sneak up and say, yo, nuts. I was parking the car, but let me just order with you, like,
Mm.
cause I'm not waiting
Yeah.
in this line.
Yeah.
30 seconds and 5, 6, 7 people, you're backed up. That was not me, brother. I ain't got that kind
Still
of
worth the wait though. Not trying to wait, but worth the wait.
It's
Only
Hattie
going up
B's,
this
bro.
year.
Hattie B's, man.
It's moving pretty fast. That's what it was called?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
This guy came prepared.
I mean, probably. I'm pretty sure. I could have double, triple checked, but
You might be right. You might be right.
it ain't IHOP.
Only going up this year.
Liars.
Disappointment. Actually, overall, the trip was amazing.
I was
but
gonna say yo, fill the void. You made all right.
Never got my IHOP, and that's the first time. But
Only going up this year.
Yeah.
First time I came back with no kicks too.
it was still a hell of a time.
Yes. Yes.
Shout out to Hawks. Even though I'm a Celtics fan, Paul Pierce.
There's a lot of Celtics in that building though.
Oh, there
bro.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Like you would think that you're in
Yo,
Boston the way
Boston
that game
doesn't
was
play
going.
if it's like, I mean, whew, Celtics fans don't play. That was very surprising. Very surprising.
Yeah, it was.
It's
It
very
really
surprising.
was. There was a lot of green.
I was
But-
confused at times.
But-
Like, wait. Who just scored right now? What's going on? They were loud, bro.
But I
Like it was like 50-50. Like that
Yeah,
the
yeah,
crowd.
yeah.
50. No, I wouldn't call it 50-50.
You don't think so?
Not that bad. But like a good, like, yeah. Like three, like they had a good quarter at
What
least.
you guys
It's not-
counting? 70-30? You guys couldn't let me go to 50-50?
Yeah, because you're being lazy with the 50-50. Don't give it to them like
Man.
that. They weren't it like that.
You guys couldn't let me exaggerate it, huh?
Yeah.
So,
Go on.
what about you?
What about me?
I don't know. Best part of the trip. Like, what did you enjoy the most?
I don't want to necessarily say that this is the part that I enjoyed. I thought this was hilarious though. I ain't saying pause. But
So you know what's a pause.
yo,
That's
when I had to take that, like when I had to take a leak, right? And then we stopped off at that pastry shop or that dessert spot, and I walked in. As soon as I
really
walk
don't
in,
remember.
oh, you'll remember as I share the story. I walk in. You guys were in the car at the time. I walked in. You guys came in after. I walked in, and Buddy looks at me like as soon as I walk in, boom, our eyes just hit, and he licks his lips at me. And I'm like, this again? I'm like, I know I'm cute, but goddamn, like, leave me alone.
No. What do you mean like how?
He looked at
No,
me
no,
and
no.
just like,
There's no way it was like.
yo,
Come on.
I'm not over exaggerating. And back to the Southern hospitality thing, though, I know he had his good manners because I went into the washroom, I came out, then Bun walks in like, hey, you want one of these desserts? Like, you want whatever? He must have thought something right there.
Stop. Come on, man. Come on, man.
That was a
Don't
fact.
do that.
Well, it happened. And then he didn't look at me again. He's like, fuck this
Where? I really don't remember this.
That's all good. You were oblivious to what was going on, but yeah, you kind of saved me because another maybe 30 seconds, I think that guy was gonna like ask me for my number or something, and I was gonna have to break his heart. But yeah,
It's the mustache, man. It's the stash.
Woo! It is the mustache, I think.
It's your Movember and April, dog.
Yeah.
It's getting you a whole lot of attention, eh?
All kinds of attention.
But it's a thing
Apparently
now.
from both sides, huh?
It's a thing now, man.
Yeah, I think
Apparently, you would know more about it than me. I know we kind of touched on that, like that topic.
I was looking at it from the whole, I got to stand out. You know what I mean? So I'm arguably the only Indian guy there. I think I'm definitely the only Punjabi guy there. And I just wanted to be memorable. You know, I wanted them to remember me. I wanted to have those conversations and
Yeah.
stood out.
Not to digress, but there's a lot of Eritreans out there too.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, that part.
That surprised me.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Eritreans out there. Here too. But yeah, going back to what we were talking about though. Apparently it's a thing in the Sikh community. Like I see it like it's a thing now.
It's always kind of been a thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just like,
Well, it's news to me. It's the first time I'm seeing it. Like,
yeah. Like if you listen to the songs or you watch the videos and all that stuff, or even the movies, it's kind of like you know what I mean? Like, yo, like
a status thing or a
what's that? The me
What?
bad. Is that it? Yeah, there we go. Yeah. yeah. That's what it is.
that's big, yo.
Yeah. Been working on the accent still. What?
That's what you're going with as your like standout moment over there, man.
I just think that I thought that was hilarious. There's a lot of them though.
Only going up this year.
Let's just get right into the Black Effect Podcast Festival, man.
Yeah.
The like when we talk Southern hospitality, like yo, the humility on some of these people,
Yo. And
you know, and specifically shout out Taylor.
Fun size T, what's up?
Yo, I had no idea who that was. I went to what got my attention more than anything else was what Samaya was wearing.
Mm-hmm.
And do you guys remember who I'm talking about? Like, yo, her
Yeah,
outfit
yeah,
was
yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
She had the grills and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I gotta like just go talk to her or whatever.
Yeah.
I had no idea who they were. Like I'm just talking like casually or whatever. Maybe I could have been
Doing your
a
thing.
bit more prepared or whatnot.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're still talking to me, not knowing like knowing that I don't know who they are, but they're still carrying the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So next time I should be a little bit more prepared. But that stood out to me. Like how close everybody was, and they're just talking, having a good conversation. Like there's no ego, no nothing. Like, man, it was a good vibe, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention Charlemagne. Like that was dope too.
Well, I guess we can give a little bit of backstory as to how we even got to that part. Because
Let's do it.
I had heard about it from before. Because for
Mm.
those who don't know, I'm a regular Brilliant Idiots listener.
Mm.
Weekly on there listening, introduced to it by my sister a few years back, and just been hooked ever since. Sort of fell in love with podcasting at that point. Even though when I was in school, I'll never forget our teacher, our actual program coordinator at the time, Shaw Reisler, talking to us about podcasts. And this is back in 07, 08.
Mm.
So I can only sit here and think, imagine like we as students in our programs at that time, broadcasting, film, journalism, whatever it was at the time, understood what the culture of podcasting was going to become and had started our stuff back then.
Oh, man.
Because they were talking to us about it back then.
Yeah.
And it took so many years for it to become this popular. I just wonder where it's going to go. But again, going back to the festival we went there for, I heard about it through them. Like obviously Charlemagne, one of the guys on there, spoke about it. And then I didn't really care much for it. But then as I heard him talking about it every couple of episodes, one of the things he mentioned was that Alex Media was going to be one of the guys on the panel.
Yep.
And Alex Media is somebody I've sort of been studying here and there because, one of my dreams from way back was to start my own production company, right? Actually, a production house. Years went by. Eventually, I was like, F it, let's do it. And it just sort of happened. And it's not even something you, like, it just happened. And Knots could tell you because he and I have been here the entire time trying to figure this out. But going back to Alex Media, knowing what he was doing with Andrew Schultz and what they were able to craft, it was the same vision. So when I saw somebody else able to play it out the way that he did, I was like, nah, B. I need to go. If there's one person I'm going to go listen to, it's him.
Yeah.
I don't care about anybody else up there. I don't care what's going on. But if we're gonna turn it into a trip, let's go. So very intentional about going there for Alex Media.
That was a lit panel too.
It was.
Yes.
That panel
It really
was
was.
my favorite
It
panel.
really
Yes,
was.
yes.
It really was.
Yeah.
And then even getting an opportunity to chop it up with him after the fact for a little bit. And Knots had a really good conversation with him too. Shout out Knots. Go find him on Instagram. He'll put the key in. Keep him booked. Keep him busy. All the mix magic behind the scenes camera, mix audio. Trust me, he's got you.
Zealous.
And same thing with him too, though. Down to earth, regular conversation, no
Exactly.
nothing.
Yeah.
Giving it
Yep.
away.
Yeah.
Got a compliment on the stash from him
Salute.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah.
Only going up this year.
Because I got taken back when I saw him. I'm like, oh wait, is it him? Oh shit, it is him. Like, yo, what up?
Yeah,
But like,
yeah.
we're about to do the pitch thing at that time.
Right.
So then I just quickly, whatever. That was a quick thing, and then obviously Knots was talking to him. But yo, I love that though. I love when people just want to genuinely help. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you can't fake that. You can't
Yeah.
pretend to be something on camera or whatever in front of something and then be something else in front of people.
Yeah.
Big up Alex Media.
Only going
whole
up
event.
this year.
Everything those guys are doing over there, trust me, you
Yeah.
enjoyed
It
ourselves.
was a good look. Yeah.
Most definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I think it was well. It was done well.
What's your take?
I was just gonna say. Yeah.
On my best.
Yeah.
I think I just shared it. Meeting, like,
Okay.
getting to
Okay.
chop it up with Alex
Are
Media.
you gonna leave
like,
it there then?
No, well, I mean, what else did I enjoy about the actual event?
Bomba
Yeah, eh?
Let's go fly a kite.
Sure.
I mean, yo, honestly, just being able to chop it up with a bunch of different people.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
just, and what I guess I've heard this many of times,
Yeah.
and I wanted to go there and experience it myself. Just the abundance of black people. Everywhere you turn, everywhere you look, it is totally different up here. And one of the conversations I actually had with I guess what they panned out to be is a colleague, because we're in the same field.
Mm.
When they go to work, it's all black people.
Wow.
Like there's probably 2 white people in the room with them sometimes.
Sounds like West Summer.
But can you imagine? And
It's-
we're
I
in
see what you're
we're in similar, I guess, close enough roles where we're in the industry.
Mm.
But when I go to work, for quite some time, I was probably the only black person in the room.
Mm.
But imagine going to work
I know.
and the room being filled with
I
black
know.
people. So in my head, Atlanta is like the real life Wakanda. Yes, no, maybe so.
I mean,
I
like,
mean, there is Africa.
I don't know.
Saying.
Touche.
I don't fully consider this work, but I mean, like, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Only going up this year.
But
See
hold
what
on,
you
hold
did
on.
there, brother. Shout out every single last one of our sponsors. Every single last
Hundo.
one of our sponsors.
Hundo.
Shout all of you guys out.
Real love.
But a shout out to everybody else too, man. Like I know we mentioned all the people that are on the panel that were talking there, but everyone else that we had a conversation with, I don't want to go through the list or whatever, but those are some good conversations, man. Everyone's out there doing their
Yes.
thing. They're
Yeah.
supportive. They're intellectual. They know what they're doing. They're trying it. They're going for it. Humble. Like it was just a good vibe overall, man.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Black coffee. Shout out. Black coffee.
That's where I was
Yo.
gonna go with it.
Woo.
Shout them out for sure.
Yeah, man. I feel like I should be a sponsor because I'm the only one that had that coffee and took it black. Still. Yeah. Nah, but that stuff was good.
Yeah, this guy's on one today. Like, yo, what's in the juice, man? Was it that Atlanta vibe? Like, turned you up?
Right here, baby.
Talk
right
about
here.
that. Talk about the medals real quick. What's that about?
I
What's
thought we
that
were going to save it to the next segment, but yeah, you can get into
For
it.
those who aren't watching us on YouTube, SB's got a medal around his neck. It
Yeah,
looks
man.
like
got some
M.
drip.
I'm coming.
It has half on it. Is that a mile and a half? I imagine.
Mile? Nah,
What,
man.
Marathon and a half. What is it?
Half marathon.
Half
20,
marathon?
21K, baby. 21K.
Oh, okay.
I just crushed that. I crushed that today, and I'm riding off that wave right now.
A mile and a half.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was like. Yo,
It was raining all day. Though.
Wow,
It was raining all day.
What's rain,
still-
huh?
it
What is
was-
rain?
It was
huh?
raining.
Fucked
still.
it out, huh?
It wasn't as bad in the morning because it started at 7:40 in the morning, right? But
Okay.
it wasn't as bad then. Like towards the end, it got a little bit, but it was all right. But yeah, no, I'm on this high right now. Like I'm at a point now where I feel like I've done so much mental work on myself. Like just getting my mentality straight. Now I'm ready for that next phase of physicality. And then this is where it starts. I'm going to hit that 75 hard again too. I just want to go back into the running thing, man. Like I used to enjoy it. It's therapeutic to me. And
There it is.
shout out David Goggins. Like that, I read the second book because you're asking, but what I got going on. And when I read the second one, I'm like, yo, I got to put this into practice. You know what I mean? Like that mentality, that running. This guy just had surgery on his knee and he's still going out and running an ultra marathon, like never mind a half. And it's just like, I got to get back into this vibe too. I got to start doing this kind of stuff and just really testing myself to a whole nother limit. But yeah, that's what I'm on right now.
Going back to one of the things you had mentioned, I too also had a moment in going into a store.
Mm.
We don't have to get into the entire story, but I don't think I shared this part with you guys when I had walked in and I was a bit disheveled. So I had my my shirt was all tangled up, my shorts were sagging, socks with the flip-flops on. You know the vibes. You know the vibes.
Yeah.
Wait, in ATL or here?
Nah, this is on the way back.
Okay.
So in Tennessee.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you remember Menace to Society or Don't Be a Menace while drinking juice in the hood. But there's that moment when they enter the convenience store and it's like the second you walk in, you just see them look at you and it's like, "Da-da, nigger." Or one of those ones just walking
I
inside.
haven't felt that way still.
I definitely felt that moment. Like, I definitely felt that moment.
I didn't go in. I didn't go in.
Yeah, if he feels that way, then I guess what the dark
Oh,
complexion
man.
side is gonna make you feel like that.
What do you think? When I walk in, the decibels go up on that shit.
He might pass for something else still. But go on.
Nah, he looks like Joe Buttons. He's gonna get it.
Didn't ask for
This
an
guy's
autograph?
slipping, man. Who? For who? From who?
Never mind. Go on.
Oh, I thought you were gonna hit the button for a second when you said that.
No.
Yeah, I can't get a pump it up.
You can gotta pump it up if you want it. Like, goddamn. I love how he's vibing off the button now. Like he watched them now, eh?
No,
He's embracing this
no,
whole
but funny
thing.
enough, we're gonna talk about that later because homeboy seems like he's in some hot water with one of the man them.
I was thinking about wearing my
What?
pink set,
What?
but I said I'm gonna fall back.
One of the
man
man there. He's got it going on with a couple different people right
Yeah,
now.
I guess.
But when hasn't he though? You know
Anyway.
what I mean?
We'll talk about it
Part of
after
the
the
program.
break. We'll talk about it after the break.
Things building up in my ride. Splash in it, but I never nosedive. Give thanks, can't complain about life. Give thanks. I'm well, nice. I'm well, nice. I'm well, nice. I'm well, nice.
I'm here today to meet the woman of my dreams. I've been talking to this girl on the internet for a while. I actually been trying to save some money to go see this woman. Talk to her.
So that's what you're watching,
I
eh,
go to
bud?
the library, believe it or not.
Vintage
Talked to this
Jerry.
woman. I met her on MySpace, and she's a very beautiful woman.
MySpace.
She's tall, skinny. She's
Yeah,
redhead,
Jerry's an
very
original
beautiful
OG.
woman.
Yo,
Real bad man.
super ahead of his time.
Trust me.
Like,
Jerry was Instagram before Instagram. Do you know what I mean in terms of controversy? Like
he knew
Look
what's
at what
up.
he ran to. Yo, Jerry in the left and like, yo, what's up? You saw Jerry Springer last night?
That was the conversation every day.
Basically.
And the show was on at like what, 10 o'clock, I'd like to think? It's a late
11
show.
o'clock,
Yeah.
man.
Was it 11?
Bro, Channel 4, if you don't know, dog.
I
On
think
the
it's 10
television,
still.
man.
I think it's 10.
It got
Nah,
moved.
man, it was 11. It was late, bro. It had
Nah,
to be 11
midnight.
o'clock.
I don't
10
remember.
felt like 11 back
Actually,
then,
no,
bro.
no. You know what? I think you might be right.
I am
yo.
right.
I think
am
you
right.
are right, actually. I think you are right.
Yeah.
I think
man,
they
you are
moved
right.
after it started
Yeah,
getting
man.
like,
I think
you know
it
what I
was-
mean? But it was 10
Yeah, I think it
originally.
was done at 10:59, one of those ones.
Yeah.
Yo, that was like
Channel
the
4,
conversation next
yeah.
day. You go to school, you're having that conversation. If you missed the episode, you're out of that conversation.
Basically.
Yeah.
You know what else was bumping them times around the same time? Remember, we used to eat those crushed noodles. We used to buy those noodle packs.
Yeah.
And just sprinkle the
Yeah,
seasoning.
yeah. Shake it up. Shake it up.
Yeah.
Season it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what life was like for us back then.
And
Yeah.
everybody wants some. And you're like, you're picking and choosing who you want to
Who
give
has
it to.
what flavors?
Yeah.
Yo, you saw that one?
What do you mean?
Like the packs, like the
I used to mix
whatever
up the
new-
flavors still.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I used to want to try all the different ones. The chicken one was good. The pork one was. They were all good.
Aren't
The
the
beef
people
one was
even do
good.
that still?
The only one, no, I don't think
Nah.
so.
You think those type of trends come back the same way fanny packs and all that other type
Not
of dumb
food.
shit?
No, not food.
Like,
Food,
no,
man.
okay, no. Food, yes. But like, that's not, that was like a ghetto snack. You're not eating that for nutrition, and you're not eating it because,
Definitely not
you know
eating
what
it
I
for
mean?
nutrition.
Yeah, like,
$1 for like,
you know what I mean?
4 of
And that's
them.
what I'm saying. It's like I said, a ghetto snack.
So what was worse? That or going to food basics to buy 2-liter pops and drinking that shit the entire afternoon. Don't tell me I was the only one.
Nah, I remember getting those coolers. And like
Yeah.
0.05%
You thought you were
alcohol.
hard.
And you're like,
yeah.
I'm going to get drunk if I drink 3 of
Getting
these.
buzz, smoking mad buzz, yeah.
Oh, man. It tasted good
sorry.
stuff.
Damn it. I was trying to go back. Cause
You should just delete the calories and let me have them, bro. This
Ah.
guy's ruining it. This guy's ruining it. Jeez.
I'm gonna stop. I'm about to stop doing this altogether.
That's not a bad idea.
It's just so hard because the level of wit I'm able to create by adding these things in,
Dan Corgan, real bad man.
I can't help it.
No, you have to back up there.
Ooh, man, I'm gonna have a button versus.
Nah, this is the last one for
You
today.
just want to smoke.
I don't want to stray from the Jerry Springer. Is there an episode that stands out to you that you remember, or just like the topics altogether?
The topics all together because it used to have so much suspense. It's
You
like,
think
oh,
so?
you remember when this happened, and then he said he's born,
Yo,
whatever. Like it used to just be bananas.
And the way the man used to chase each other across like the stage. And
Yeah.
everything.
To this day, I still do not know how much of it was staged and how much of it was real.
Okay, so the question I have for you guys though, because he used to bring those KKK guys on there too, right?
Yep.
So who had the better KKKs, him or Geraldo? Because I don't know if you guys remember the Geraldo.
Yo,
shit.
I didn't. Yes,
Because Geraldo was intense at one point too.
You remember that time where he got like mashed up on stage? I remember seeing that like. Dude is getting mashed.
yo.
He's like ducking for cover,
Yeah,
blood running, bro. Yeah.
This is what
So
talk
it's gotta
shows
be
were. I'm
real.
telling you, this is what talk shows were like before Shade Room and all of that stuff. Like this still only happened on the like the talk shows.
So back to that though,
What?
how real was it, and how much of it was scripted?
Exactly.
You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like I remember
At
sometimes
the
when
end of
like
the day, one big
a
question
girl
mark,
would come
man.
on and be like, "I'm gonna take your man," and then like she's laughing with her,
Yeah.
taking her man, and then it's like then there'd be other times
To
where
me,
like
it
the
had
girl's
to be.
crying out,
It had to
bawling
be.
out, and all that.
It had to be. It
Mm.
had to be. But you think? I think he's the one that set the trend and started scripting it. Because then after that, Maury came along, and Maury was on top of the game for a minute, bro.
You're not the father.
Whole buddy.
Yeah.
Did he trademark that shit? I hope.
I'm about to make that a button.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. Now, that was crazy too, though. Everyone comes out, and then like I remember one time when the girl here's an episode that stood out. But I don't think this is Springer though, man. There's 3 guys. The girl's pregnant. She's like, "It's gonna be one of you."
Yeah.
And
That was
none
very,
of them. They're all high fiving
Oh,
each
no, that's
other.
Maury.
That's pathetic.
It was
It
Maury.
could be honestly. It could
That's
be both.
pathetic.
Yeah, it
That's
could be both.
horrible, man.
It's ruined it.
That's
ruined
not
it.
come on. Like that's
I thought it was hilarious. It's entertainment, isn't it? It's
But
entertainment.
that's what it was. That's what it. You know. But that's
this is the wrestling. It's all the same shit. It's
exactly.
all scripted.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
entertainment.
Exactly.
You know what? That's a good point, man. Because maybe I just wanted to believe
It's
it
all
was
just
real.
entertainment. Shout out Hove.
Yeah,
It's the drama. The drama appeal.
it's the suspense. I don't
After
understand.
a while, it wasn't suspense, bro.
No?
After a while, you're
That-
gonna show up and you know it's gonna be some drama. It's gonna be like, no, I fucked your best friend. Like.
No, until
and then
I
you take
grew
it-
out
you
of
take to the
it,
next
it was
level. You
always
take it to the next
suspenseful. for
level.
me.
You take it to the next level.
I don't understand how people are still watching wrestling right now. Like that, I don't understand. Like, you know what's gonna happen, kind of, don't you?
No.
Like you know it's not real. Like
But I don't think you watch it. But you don't. I don't. If you're still watching it,
Yo, it's like it's all soap operas.
It's a
just
soap
all
opera for
that's-
men, pretty
trust
much,
me.
right? I feel like that same crowd has moved on to UFC, but apparently not. Because it's like, it's still huge. They're still selling out stadiums. They're still making millions of dollars. They're still getting so much views. It's crazy to me. But whatever. I mean,
But trust me,
To each
once
their
you are
own.
able to entertain somebody, it doesn't matter whether it's fake or fictional. It's entertainment. It's
It's
gonna
entertainment.
keep your attention. People like it. It's just their entertainment.
I just think it's impressive. Like the run that they've had to like keep this going for so long. It's impressive.
For who exactly?
I was talking about WWE,
WWE?
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
whole wrestling
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like I think that's crazy. Like
How long do you think it's gonna go though? Because it's in a bit of a transition right now.
Yeah, I
Who
feel
knows how that's gonna play out?
Yo, that's a great point. I don't know how long it's gonna go. I don't know how long. I don't know what the demographic for it is anymore. I would like to think it's like what, like at least 30 and up, 25 and up for the most part. Like I feel like it's all the old people that used to watch it that are still watching it. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but they're doing a hell of a job marketing. They're doing a hell of a job keeping that crowd going and bringing like the old people back in and all that stuff. But it's never gonna hit those peaks again.
Speaking of marketing, shout out one of our sponsors, First King Clothing. Go find them on the internet, on Instagram. Just had a pop-up shop yesterday.
Yeah,
Emptied the shelves, bro.
Yeah, eh?
Emptied it. His shit's on the road.
Nice.
Got some more stuff coming.
Good for him.
Go find him on Instagram, First King Clothing, or online, 1ST King, King, Clothing. I'm not going to spell that one for you. I'm sure you guys can figure it out. Go buy some merch. Hit him up. However, we've got something else to talk about because you just said this whole controversy and this, how much of it is scripted. There's another one I got for you.
There's a war going on outside. No man is safe.
Shout out Body Ammo. Because it's looking like Cam might need some of that body ammo. Because one of the topics that came up for us.
This guy sided with Joe Budden.
Give me some of that. Pump it up. Come on, man. You're lacking, bro. Come on, man.
Can't keep asking for it, bro. It's like the third time in an episode. Woo.
But Face over here brought it up in our WhatsApp chat. And he's like, yo, what's up with your boy?
What's up with your twin?
Touch them all, Joe.
I know you like that one. Damn it. You just threw me off. What were you saying?
You're saying that he's in some trouble. Cam might be in some trouble.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. Yes. So posted in the chat, and I was like, automatically, I'm like, there's no way, man. There's no way. I truly believe, and I'll go first here, I guess, with my perspective, that a lot of these things are just that, scripted. Because what we've learned time and time again is controversy sells.
Yeah.
They're going to buy into it. So I almost look at this as, I don't think Cameron needs it. And I'm a Cam fan all day. If you don't know, trust me, I'm a Cam fan. I'll probably even post a Cam playlist if anybody wants it. Find me on Instagram. This is how these guys get into, I call it the merry-go-round. So it takes one of these controversies to happen for then you to become part of the algorithm almost, in a sense. You get what I mean? Because anybody going to hear Joe's response on his shit, his platform, about that, they're going to go there and then automatically go to Cam's for the response. You get what I mean? Especially, you're going to see the highlights and all of that stuff in there. And one of the points that I want to use to validate this is I like to consider myself a day one Breakfast Clubber. And I remember the Ray J and Fabulous beef when they got into that fight in Vegas. That your boy 50 instigated. They called in to the Breakfast Club. Ray J called in. And that is what skyrocketed those guys. It brought a whole lot of eyes to them.
I mean, Ray J was skyrocketed before that, but I get what you're saying.
But it takes that. It's like, once you have that.
So you're saying that was scripted too? Or you're saying they
that's
just got
the Ray J Fab thing?
Yeah.
That's the part that I'm trying to figure out. I don't think so. What I think was scripted, though, was going to them with the story first. You get what I mean? And I'm pretty sure that's how it played out. And I'm almost certain I've heard them reference that before. If you have time, if you find it, go right ahead and insert it. But to me, I think there's no way.
I respectfully disagree with all of that.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I don't think they're good enough to script it all. I feel like if you know their personalities, not that I know them personally, but just if you follow them over the years, I don't think Cam's the type of guy to be scripting this stuff, man. Like he's going to say it like it is. He's going to say how he feels. He's going to be direct. I don't think he's playing little games.
No matter the relationship.
Hold on, because there was a time where I thought him and the Jim Jones things was scripted for a little bit, but it was all real. It's always been real. Even the thing with him and Mace, like everything with him has just been direct. He says it like it is, how he feels, whatever. Even the way that he was riding with Dame the whole time with the Jay-Z thing. Even the whole thing that happened with 50, like every time it's been real with him. There's never been a time that was remotely like, fake. I like to think anyway. So
it just makes me wonder sometimes.
But hold up, I get what you're saying. Like
the way it happens, it almost seems like there's.
But check out the personalities. But now Joe Budden's as well, same thing. Like when was he ever doing anything fake? Like his thing's always been straight. Like it's an issue. Whether it was with Method, whether it was with Raekwon, whether it was with whoever.
Even based off of what they were saying, I don't think it warrants a response from anybody like that. So what if those guys are out there talking shit? Who gives a fuck?
That's the part I don't get.
Excuse my French again.
But like I feel like they are taking subs at each other, or they feel that they're taking subs at each other, so they're responding to it. I feel like it's just that hip hop culture is spreading into these hip hop podcasts. So there's responses, they're going back and forth, and they're doing the whole thing.
I almost want to ask you at this point: is that just freaking a trait of theirs based off of their zodiac signs?
Now let's get it all in perspective.
I like you did that there. Is it just the pettiness in some of them?
Ego.
Because to me, it's like, why? Who cares if those guys over there talking trash about saying whatever the hell they're saying? Who cares? But why do I care to respond to prove my point that my thing ain't what you're calling it?
How many hip hop beefs have been started by anything different? Like how much hip hop beef has been started on everything legitimate or serious things that just happen to escalate? Like, telling me there isn't hip hop beef that hasn't been started on bullshit?
Yeah, that's like
this is hip hop culture. This is hip hop culture. The podcast thing, it's hip hop culture. Whether it's scripted, whether it's scripted or not, because it's scripted in hip hop and it's scripted in any media. But then there's also real aspects that they try to emulate, duplicate, disseminate,
and they do got big egos.
It's natural.
You know what I mean?
Hip hop is all about big ego.
Exactly.
So it can't be removed. It can't be removed.
Is that what the podcasting game has become then?
It's become
in this
that
lane,
exactly.
Yeah.
So who's gonna let their nuts hang?
Pause.
True.
As of right now, both of them are.
I'm saying amongst us, because clearly we need to start beefing with somebody. I'm joking, yo. Shout out every other podcast in the city. Shout out all the podcasts in ATL. Shout out everybody that was at the festival.
Straight up, yeah. I feel like they're stronger. I feel like there's more strength and unity in that case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But these guys don't need that.
And that's where it comes from. They're like, you hear what the man was saying?
Exactly.
Like,
and then
got lapped long ago. Like they're letting it hang. Like, who are you?
Exactly.
Who are you?
Right.
But that's what it is.
Right.
You talking to me?
He's calling him a crackhead. Like
yeah.
they're doing it.
And that's it's hip hop. Regardless if it's scripted or not, it's hip hop. It's
entertainment. But I don't think it's scripted.
And on that note, let's take a break. If you're in the GTA and need your car detailed, visit Speckless Pro Auto Detailing. They specialize in both exterior and interior cleaning, including headlight restoration and salt stain removal. Book online at www.specklessprodetailing.com or call 416-262-0702. Don't accept anything less. Visit Speckless. Honestly, man, this was my. Honestly, Atlanta's gonna stand out to me because of this song. There's a moment in time that was just captured for me, and I'm just gonna live that as one of my perfect moments in life.
Okay.
Shout out that party that night, Shabir, man.
Shout it out. Shout it out. Shout out the party.
This cigar was a proper move still.
Gave you two of them. This guy
and
didn't
this
even
was
fucking
the
bring them.
vibes,
Now check this out. Check this out.
This was the vibes.
Check this out. I brought 2 of them. Okay. And to be completely honest, I was not sharing them.
Yeah.
Gave this guy 2 or 1 each, whatever. Guy goes, yo, you didn't bring me one, bro? Where's mine? And I'm like, all right, you put this whole shit together, and I love you. Here you go. Tell me you didn't enjoy that shit.
It was everything. The man about to clap that one up.
Yeah.
Fuck
Straight
yeah.
up.
Fuck
Straight
yeah.
up.
That was the vibe.
Straight up.
I didn't give a fuck about anything else that was going on. I'm just there like, I'm in my own zone right now. Everybody was on some serious vibes. That was my vibe.
That picture that you sent me? Boy,
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. You're always.
I showed you the picture. I showed you the picture.
Yo, you should post that picture.
Nah, B, I'm good. I'm good.
It's a matter of time, huh?
Good. I'll post another one for you.
I just wanted to be like, yo, I got some creative shit too.
My bad. Did you set up? You can plug this if you want, but segment sponsor.
Segment sponsor. This is brought to you by Sense by Stush. Go get you some Maxine.
That's this guy's favorite. I'm still
Maxine is
fucking with
rude, yo.
That name
it.
is just bomb.
It is, yo.
Yeah.
I'd burned some before you guys got in here, but
We
whatever.
burn it even when we're not recording. That's not even a joke. That's
Yeah.
real.
We can't plug what we don't. You know? I mean, we could.
Only going
Price.
out this year.
But we had said we're gonna touch on those Maple Leafs, yo. The man them did it. They did it.
You know when they said, I can't even remember off the top, but when they said how many years it's been since we got past the first round.
They did it. I'm a bandwagoner. Woo!
Me too. I had said from before the playoffs started, I said, yo, the Leafs are gonna win the cup this year. Leafs are gonna win the
Said
cup
that
this year.
much?
Leafs are gonna win the cup this year.
I'm not mad at it. It's just you hear it so much in this city. It's just like I need to see it. For me, I just need to see it. I'm not against it. You know what I mean? Everybody knows, like, for me, I rep my hometown teams. It's just hockey's not my sport. It's just not my sport. It's never been my sport. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I support my home crowd, my hometown team. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't tripping over it like the Jays or the Raptors. But, geez, like, how many, like, how, was it 17, 18, 19? Like,
I think they're still like the richest team in the league too.
oh yeah,
Tell me about it.
They're up. They're like top 10.
Like they're sold
It's
out.
like out of all is
But-
it top 10? So they're up there, no?
So can I share my perspective now? You know what? Give me
Feel
that noise
free.
real quick. Give me that
Feel
noise real
free.
quick.
Now let's get it all in perspective.
Watching the Leafs play
you
versus
watch- yeah.
watching the Raptors play,
Okay.
dead silence, bro. It's like, yo,
How you mean?
are there just no fans here? Compared to a Raptors game. You go to a Raptors game from beginning to end, yo. Whether the Raptors are down 15, they might quiet down for a little bit, but they start creeping back.
I see what you're
Let the
saying.
Raptors get a bucket or two and say, yo, it don't take much.
Yeah,
and the
yeah,
crowd's
I
back
see what
in
you're saying. I
it.
see what you're saying.
The Leafs, dog,
Really?
them man
I
are
get it.
cheering to the last, like, unless there's a big hit or they score. I don't hear them on some, like, defense. Like,
Really?
let's go. Nothing until the last minute or two of the period or even the game.
Oh, I
Where
thought
was
it
all that
like
energy from before?
I did not know it was like that.
I really and truly feel like they're selling too
Okay.
many of these
On
corporate
a corporate,
seats
okay.
to these people.
I thought it would have
Sit
been the other
down,
way around.
cross their leg with their
That makes
coffee,
sense.
have a beer
Yeah,
or two, and watch the game. There ain't no real fans in there. They're like the nitty gritty. Like
Yeah.
we need a DeRozan daughter in there for the Leafs. You get what I mean? Like
Yeah.
somebody who's gonna
Yeah,
like really
some to, like-
come on, yo.
I thought it
cheer
would've
these
been
guys on.
I thought it would have been the other way around, to be honest with you.
But you know what? No, because until he made that point,
Yeah.
because I don't watch hockey like that, I don't know the crowd's response to a certain play or what
I
have
feel
you.
like whenever you're watching a video, these guys are all painted up, going crazy, no?
But
No,
those,
these
these
are-
are,
in
those are
Toronto,
Leafs-
man.
Those
Not
are
in
Leafs
Toronto, bro.
fans. Those are real Leafs fans, but they're not in there.
They're not in because they're priced out.
Yeah.
They can afford to be in there.
They're at
I mean,
Maple Leaf Square. They're at the bars. They're at their boys' house.
Exactly.
They're the bout.
Exactly.
But they're not
Exactly.
in the seats because
Exactly.
because they're such a hot commodity in this city.
Yeah.
Corporations get exploited, and because it goes to the big butt. Yeah,
So to me, once they get into the playoffs, yo, some of you guys can start giving up your seats, bro. Start giving those to those
No,
young
it's
boys,
true.
bro.
No, it's true.
Like find a way.
It's
There has
true.
to be some way of tapping
Something.
into these guys.
Something.
And yo, they need that type of energy in the arena. You can't have that stuff like outside or at home.
You need
Let
that.
those people be in the arena and cheer the team on. It's the playoffs.
Real thing.
You need
They
that.
need the energy.
You need that TFC crowd. That's what you.
Exactly.
That is like.
Yo, I've never experienced that yet.
Oh man, you
But
gotta do that.
I know.
Neither have I.
I know.
Nah,
I'm
but
not
I've
even
heard-
gonna
I
say
used to go
heard-
like at
I
least
heard
once or
it-
twice a
it's-
year. It's just a vibe.
I heard it's
a
yeah.
vibe.
I heard.
I think it's
heard.
also like the whole European thing where like everyone in soccer, like you know what I mean, or football, but like everyone's just going crazy. They got
Yeah.
the band
But
going.
that's what
like
I
they're
mean.
ju-
Like,
it's just
that type of
wild.
shit, yo.
It's not just Europeans though,
My-
but
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean,
know
like-
exactly what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
but
yeah,
it's- I gotta say,
I'm not a traditional
You don't gotta
hockey
say it, but I
watcher.
get it.
I don't typically watch hockey, but is I don't know, is that a cultural thing that you're not supposed to behave like that in the arena? Because I swear I see in the States, you see that. Yeah, those guys beating on the glass and carrying on. But in Toronto, none of it.
well, you don't see it because I guess the suits are there. And
That's you see the same way, different.
I don't see it that way. I feel like we're gonna have a whole bunch of comments saying like, "What are you talking about? Leafs games are wild."
Nah.
But I don't watch hockey, so
But
to-
see,
like
that's
I
the
don't
thing.
have
We
enough to
are-
say. I just see like
And
these
you-
little clips on CP24 where everyone's going crazy, or
Once
so
again,
and so's
those are the
heartbroken
real
because they
fans. Those are
lost.
the
So I
real
guess they
fans.
won for like
Those
you
are
know what
the
I
real
mean.
fans.
That's not until they score.
Yeah,
But to me, you need the energy to.
consistently, yeah. I
Bro, the
feel
way
that.
that
You
those
have
guys are
to.
getting
You
beaten
have
to
to.
pucks left, right, and center. I mean,
Mm,
the only time I watch hockey is the playoffs.
mm.
So I actually watched the Leafs game the other day. I was like, this is what these guys are doing? Come on.
No, did nothing with hockey other than street hockey. That was it for me.
All right,
Oh,
well
man.
then.
We used to just go through all the sports.
Only going up.
That's a
this
good
year.
question though. When's the last time you saw someone playing hockey on the street, bro? Have you seen that recently?
You know what's funny?
It's his
No.
beard is just the like under
It's,
phone
yeah,
bullshit, bro.
it's the EA Sports hockey. Like that's all there
Exactly.
is right now.
That shit ain't real life for these guys no more.
Man, I don't remember. Like even a basketball net. Like I see that occasionally, like a little bit more
Yeah.
often. But
But not the street hockey.
nah,
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a hot minute.
Only going up this year.
Boxing though, because
Mm.
we did happen to catch that fight last week.
Yo,
But this fight, like I feel like I could break down everything that was
The
happening.
Devontae fight?
The
Davis?
the tank fight,
Davis,
yeah.
yeah.
Like the whole fight. If you watch
I remember
it back,
you
right?
were you.
And this is me in and out, and I haven't
know,
even watched anything
I
in the
know,
past.
I know.
But it's like, yo, he's got his foot on the outside the whole time.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Garcia couldn't even like really battle that.
yeah.
I personally thought that he was gonna get knocked out with a right hand over top, but like the fact that he just did the body shot, like, whoo,
Yeah.
he's playing with him, man. He was honestly just playing with him. Even when like everyone's like, oh, he dropped him or he hurt him or whatever. No, he's just chilling, feeling him out,
Yeah.
and just timing it. And he
Yeah.
was just cranking him everywhere. And then the way that his right hand's dropping the whole fight, bro. That like, he needs to do some work still. But he's young, and I respect the way that he took it. Not my day. I fought one of the best.
Yeah.
All that. Like I like that level of
You didn't
sportsmanship.
think Neil was pussy though?
I mean,
Like
yo, it's hard to get dropped by a body shot and like.
I would have just curled up and let the ref stop it. I would have taken a couple more blows and let the ref stop. I'm not taking no knee in the ring like that, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I'm not gonna lie, it was a
it-
different look for me.
Yeah.
I'm not used to seeing that, so it was a little like was weird
Yeah.
because it's not familiar.
Yeah.
But maybe because I'm not a boxer or I'm not of that world, I might be thinking differently or whatever. But it could have been in hindsight maybe smart, or maybe I'm just looking at it from a different angle. What's the point of getting pummeled
Yeah.
when like like inside and it's like he got you
Yeah.
and maybe he knows it wasn't his night. Maybe he knows, you know what? Maybe he's just too good. Like he doesn't have it figured out. He's like, you know what? He got me, and if he got me like that,
Yeah.
doing my best,
Yeah.
he might get me with something else that I might not recover from, or I might not be the same. And I need to be the same if I'm gonna reach that level.
Bun's talking tough. He's taking the knee.
I'm just looking at it.
I'm also gonna bring this back to what we were talking before about the whole scripted shit. Cause you don't think none of that scripted? Cause my boy was talking greasy, talking about seventh round. I wonder sometimes, you know who's behind all of this stuff? Money May.
I see. I don't.
You bet the opposite way against your boy type stuff. You know, you flip it a little bit. Da-da-da-da-da.
I go back into like I get that, and a lot of people say that. Like even when Woodley got knocked out with the whole Jake Paul thing, everyone's like, "Oh, he took a dive. It's like, nah, man. Like if you're a fighter, and this is my personal belief.
It's all just entertainment.
If you're, I think there's prize fighting and then there's WWE. Here, I think it's really hard to like work your whole life up to this moment and then take a check for it. It's like you're not born like that. Like, you're not built like that. Like, I feel like a fighter's mind is completely different, where like you can't pay him enough to lose, to throw the fight. I don't see that. I feel like it's got to be like, let's go. We're going to do this. No one's paying me nothing. If I lose, I lose. But I'm trying to go in there and take this guy out.
I'm on the same page you. I just like to be a prick sometimes.
No, I hear you. But it's a valid point. No, a lot of people say that, though. Because a lot of people say that when the fight ends too soon, or buddy knocks out so-and-so and whatever. It's just like, oh, yeah, I think it's set up and rah, rah, rah. And like, I don't know. Until you prove it, like, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Like, even this next fight that's coming up right now, the whole Jake Paul and Nate Diaz thing, since we're talking marketing, we're talking branding and all that stuff. Woo! That's gonna be a nice fight. That's gonna be a nice fight. Still,
Who you take?
I have to take Nate.
When is it?
Somewhere in August.
I still got time.
Yeah, we got time. We got time. But like, Nate's gotta win that.
He's got it.
I'm a huge Nate fan.
Yeah.
From like day one. Man, it's just crazy now, because it's like, it's not just a fight anymore. You're not just prepping for the fight. We're talking about ego with the whole podcasting. Yo, these guys got ego too. They're talking a whole bunch of trash too. They're going to be going at it.
It's a part of it.
But when you lose, the humility, oh my goodness, like you're getting shattered by people online. People are shitting on you. You got to have like a whole nother level of mentality to be able to take that. And Jake Paul actually did a pretty good job with the last one that he lost.
Surprisingly.
You know?
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then it ties into the whole mental health aspect of it as well. Like, yo, can you deal with that level of stress? Can you deal with that aftermath?
Do you think people are, I guess, yeah.
We were talking about Woodley last time. We were like, I don't want to say we're making
Well,
fun of him.
where's he at though?
That's what I'm saying. he's old though, like mid-40s now, I think.
Who we talking
about? Tyron Woodley.
Okay.
It's a wrap for him. Like, the next thing that's becoming a thing now, I feel, after UFC careers are over, is the bare knuckle fighting. Have you guys seen any of that?
No.
I haven't watched it either, but it's picking up. And I think there's the other one too. Have you guys seen the Slap Wars?
The Slap Wars.
Yo.
I'm familiar with.
I could never be in that. When you see some of these guys that are like 350 pounds jacked.
Yeah.
And they get smacked and like,
yeah.
You want to talk about setting up a script? And I'm kidding. But man, I could never do that. I would just.
These people are turning like nothing into something.
Yeah.
It's all
entertainment. Boom. Right there. Right there.
The other day I saw some like go-karting soccer shit that they have going on now. But they literally took
go-karting soccer?
It's like, yeah. It was, trust me. It's like they took what's that video game, man? League of War? No.
I was gonna say Mario Kart, but
no. It's on PS4.
God of War?
No, forget it, man. Well, if we insert it, we insert it. But there's a game where you literally just do that. You use cars to hit a ball around and put it in a net. And these guys turned it into real life, but it was started as a video game.
I think everything is becoming something now. Like, everyone's dibble-dabbling with some sort of idea. Remember when they had that basketball thing going on where they had the trampoline, they could jump and dunk it?
Yeah.
Whatever that was called. There you go. Slam ball was pretty dope. Bad hops, man. I would have been there. Like, I should try out for this team. Is Toronto going to have a slam ball team? All these crossbreeding sports, though, like, everything's kind of just evolving into something. They give it a little try. It picks up. It doesn't. Even shows. Everything's the same thing.
I'm going to say XFL.
Yeah. That was actually not a bad idea, though. If they had the talent for it, like, you got a camera right here. You get the full out experience.
Rocket League. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. Rocket League. That's what it is.
No,
Sorry, not to cut you off. Continue.
That's all good. I forget. Someone else bought that from Vince McMahon, though.
The Rock. I was going to say.
He did, right?
The Rock.
So I wonder what's going to go on with that.
I heard he was trying to bring it back. I thought, supposedly there's supposed to be more on it by now, but I don't know if something happened, and because I haven't heard anything since. But The Rock is trying to do a thing with that.
Give Vince McMahon his props too, bro. This guy tries it all. Takes over the whole league, changes the whole wrestling thing, creates a whole different kind of revolution. Attempts to do the whole thing with football.
Yeah.
At one point, Shane McMahon wanted to buy out Pride Fighting Championships.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Vince never gave him enough money to do it. But like, the dynamics could have changed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But he's another guy that's ahead of his time. Like, as far as this whole thing's concerned, man.
Billionaire.
billionaire, ideas, even that. He's a branding genius too, if you really think about it. Not that it's just him, but like the way that he's putting these characters together, or he's helping them or giving them the freedom to do it, or picking the winner or loser or whatever. Man, those Nitro Wars back in the day, those WCW, WWF Wars.
Yeah.
Those Monday Night
Raw, Nitro. Yeah,
WCW. Yeah, man.
Yo, that was it.
Those were the days.
Those were the days.
Yeah. That was like, I think, you think that was peak wrestling? Peak?
See, that's our peak, but...
And that's why
that's definitely my peak. I couldn't follow it after that.
What grade was that, though, for you then?
I don't remember. Somewhere in high school.
That's like grade 8, 9, 10. Like
I feel like grade 7 and then grade 9 is when I started to fuck. Because grade 9 is when The Rock was around. So I got back on it for a quick second, but then after that, finished. But I know some of the men are still watching wrestling regular.
A lot of them are. A lot of them are. For me, it declined around like when Owen Hart died, because I was a big Owen Hart fan.
I remember when that happened still.
Yeah, that was messed up.
Yeah.
And then when WWE bought out, or WWF, whatever, bought out WCW, that's when it was just like, all right, that's a wrap. Like,
for
like,
sure.
now what? Like, what are you going to watch? But,
shout out your t-shirt real quick, yo, because that's one of those. Did you do that earlier? I don't remember.
No, I didn't, but I should. Yeah, since we're talking about some of this mental health stuff, go check these guys out, man. They got their own podcast as well. Great conversations, and just like taking it to the next level as far as battling depression and dealing with mental illnesses. So yeah.
Do you feel like a self-hate survivor?
That's a great question. No. Ooh, that's such a good question. I feel like we go through things. We are challenged day to day, or whatever comes with life experiences, family. I don't think I got it to the point where, and I'm not speaking for them now, I'm speaking for myself.
Yeah.
I don't think I got to the point where I'm like gonna harm myself. You know, I never got to that point. So I don't like, there's challenges. There's like, there's times where I'm just like, how do I get out of this mood? How do I get out of this funk? How do I change my mentality? How do I go back to being my natural self? But my natural self is more optimistic, positive. Like, I'm always having fun. When, you know, tragedies happen, or you're facing certain things, you got to kind of rebuild who you are and figure it out. So short answer, no. Longer answer, I feel like a version of it. You know what I mean? Like, you got to, when it hits you, and you got to figure out your way out. Because you could get stuck in your mind for a hot minute, man. And then all of a sudden, you're just spending your time there. And that becomes a habit. And that might lead to more habits. Those habits might not be beneficial or productive or efficient. And you got to do that whole thing all over again. Yeah.
Right, their presence was at the Black Effect podcast again. I think Jermaine had a couple moments with them too, where you got a chance to speak with them.
Yep.
I guess we can insert the key at some point, Jermaine. And in the meantime, we will take a break.
This episode is brought to you by Body Ammo. More than a look, it's a lifestyle. Pick up some body ammo to protect your mind, body, and soul. Now, back to some more of SUP.
Yo, SB, what's up, man? You look like you're in a zone thinking right now.
I like that beat.
Yeah, eh?
That's a nice beat.
That's that Future Chickens. Real quick, big up the homies over at Speckless Pro Auto Detailing.
Straight up.
The man in Merguani with things. The weather's getting better.
You already know.
It took a while, but it's getting better. Shout them out real quick. If you need your car detail, go check them out. Find them on Instagram. Not so insert the key real quick. But
Let's go fly a kite.
If there's one thing that I was annoyed about being down there, it was that, bro. That low grade bullshit that man there on, dog. I was so disappointed, man. I was so disappointed.
I you know what? I kind of knew what to expect, but I didn't know it was like that. Like, yo, we're spoiled out here, bro.
Yo,
We're spoiled out here. It took me to go, and no disrespect to the ATL, but it's just like, you don't know what we're working with up here. You don't know what we're working with
that
out
was
here.
disturbing, man. I was so disappointed.
Man.
You gonna talk about the gummies too, though?
Don't talk about that.
I mean, I was good. You already know I was
If there's
good.
one thing that they're working with, then yo, cause yo, that had me up there, dog. Like,
Let's go fly a kite.
I know
that was more than a kite.
each one of us had a turn with it, and it was funny how it was never at the same time. But
Yo,
I never had the gummies still.
that's probably that was.
Yeah.
God did.
This guy wants a board. Did you see that shit?
oh my goodness,
Yo.
This is the genesis. This is gonna be the moment where he's got a board too.
it had me away still. I'm not gonna lie. It was, bro.
That was something, but everything else was trash.
To be honest, that wasn't even ATL though. That was like Tennessee.
It was Tennessee,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Whoa. Don't be out here doing that, bro. Like, can't be crossing states with certain things and doing whatever you do. Don't be calling us like that. Come on, man. You're beating up the man them seeing that.
Yeah, I am still.
I knew I saw those Ontario plates somewhere. They got them on camera in Tennessee.
Fuck. Snitching. I'm out here snitching.
Exactly,
on yourself.
Yeah.
Come on, dog. You could do better than that, man.
On
Could, I
yourself.
could. I'm so disappointed right now.
But yeah, man, trust me, I was disappointed. I think the best part for me though was being outside at 2 a.m. having a sound clash at a Waffle House.
Yo.
Man, they were on there rinsing tunes. All those ATLians were looking at us like, yo, who are these Jamaican niggas
The
out here?
Jamaicans
Like,
out.
Yeah. It was like, what, 3 o'clock? It was late. I think it was later than 2 o'clock. It was late, yo.
Definitely past 2.
Yeah.
Man, they were chilling outside the Waffle House. That Waffle House activity apparently gets crazy, though, because we're supposed to go to a different one first. This is actually my favorite part of the entire trip. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, yo. So we're out. Do you remember when we were out? We were leaving from the event that we were at.
Yeah.
And there was a Waffle House across the street, right? And one of the homies that was with us that we met down there, shout out Amina. We're chopping it up for a quick second, and she's like, yo, that Waffle House used to be popping actually, because everybody used to go get some food at the end of the night over there, but they had to shut that shit down early. And I was like, why? What happened? She's like, well, you know, niggas going nig.
The way she said it, bro.
I'm telling you, it was the best thing I had seen all weekend. The way she lined that shit up and was just like, well, you know, niggas going nig. Best part of my entire weekend.
Get her to do a voiceover, make that a button.
Bro. And from then on, for the rest of the trip, it just became that. And Atlanta to me is nothing but a bunch of like, yo, it's black people. The way I saw these guys in and out of the club, yo, like, trust me, everything about it. And it reminded me so much of the show, Donald Glover's show, Atlanta. It just, that was my version, my episode of Atlanta altogether. And we have.
That was our cameo.
Bruh, that was it.
Yeah.
I really feel like it's going to be somewhere. You'll probably see us.
Yeah.
It was one of those kind of trips, but it was an amazing one. I'm happy we went.
Definitely.
Like, it was everything about it. We've had a little bit of a conversation about having an extended conversation about it, which we may piece together because there's definitely a bigger story behind the trip itself.
A few stories.
Yeah. But yeah, again, I was really happy to go on it. So thank you to each one of us.
Yo, good suggestion, man.
Straight.
It was a great time. Just chopping it up, meeting everybody, doing what we did. And yeah.
It's about that time. And I'm happy it worked out like that. 420.
You already know.
Let's go fly a kite.